Oil prices inch decrease as international financial worries outweigh tightening supply. Singapore oil costs edged decrease on Monday, reversing earlier profits, as issues approximately slowing international economic boom and gasoline call for outweighed concerns about tightening elements. Brent crude futures slipped 3 cents to $113.09 a barrel through 0515 GMT, after growing as lots as 1% earlier. Front-month expenses tumbled 7.3% closing week, their first weekly fall in 5. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude turned into at $109.42 a barrel, down 14 cents, or 0.1%, after rising more than $1 in advance. Front-month fees dropped 9.2% last week, the first decline in 8 weeks. Clearly macro factors are riding oil in the interim, as opposed to basics, which can be still supportive, stated Warren Patterson, ING's head of commodities research. CMC Markets analyst Tina Teng said lower oil charges had been because of large recession fears after the U.S. Fed outsized its rate hike to 75 foundation factors, which turned into accompanied by similar tightening tactics by using the Bank of England and the Swiss National Bank remaining weak. Oil from Russia, the world's second large street exporter, remains out of reach to most nations because of Western sanctions over Moscow's invasion of Ukraine, actions that Russia calls a special operation. The effect has been in part mitigated by using the release of strategic petroleum reserves, led by using the U.S., and a ramp-up of manufacturing from the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries (OPEC) and its allies, collectively called OPEC+, even though this is thinning the arena's buffer towards in addition deliver disruption. If Washington sticks to its contemporary tempo, the U.S. Strategic Reserve will hit a 40-year low of 358 million barrels via October, ANZ analysts stated in a Be Aware. China's crude oil imports from Russia, soared 55% from a year earlier to a file degree in May, displacing Saudi Arabia as the pinnacle provider, as refiners cashed in on discounted elements amid sanctions on Moscow. Still, U.S. oil and gas manufacturing is hiking. The oil and fuel rig Rely, an early indicator of future output, rose through 7 to 740 inside the week to June 17, its highest due to the fact March 2020, Electricity Services Organization Baker Hughes County said in its document on Friday. In OPEC member Libya, in the meantime, oil manufacturing remained volatile following blockades by way of businesses in the U.S. East. The Libyan oil minister Mohammed Aoun instructed on Monday that the USA's general production is at about 700,000 barrels per day, BPD. Libya's output had fallen to 100,000 to 150,000 BPD, a spokesman for the oil ministry said last week. Elsewhere, oil merchandise exports from China, once a chief exporter, persevered to decline, preserving international materials tight. The U.S. gasoline exports in May fell 46% from a year earlier and diesel exports plunged 93% despite stalling home call for, as companies ran short of export quotas, Chinese customs facts confirmed on Saturday.